It is the year 2022. I'm blessed to have reached my 70th year of life this year. I'm also, as you see, a YouTuber, which kind of seems like saying two opposite things at the same time. A 70-year-old guy who is also a YouTuber? How strange is that? But it is a point well taken. After all, when I look to my left and look to my right, I can clearly see all of my YouTubing colleagues, the majority of which are half my age or younger, which puts me in a rare category indeed, because I am able to offer expert opinions on certain subjects which very few others can, based on my life experiences, such as growing old from the perspective of actually aging. There are an endless supply of clips here on the tube about the elderly. A lot are done by members of the medical community or by social workers offering advice as to what to do when deciding to put that parent in the old folks' home, whereas I can offer a first-person account because I am old and growing older with each passing day. The question some viewers would ask is, how does it feel to watch your life go downhill? To not be able to do all the things you used to be able to when you were younger. To face the fact that your best days are behind you. Those are all good questions. Important questions. Perhaps one of these days I'll do just that. Make a clip or several about aging and how it feels from my perspective. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail and specifics about it in this clip because I just wanted to introduce it as a possible follow-up topic in the future. But I will add in a few things in the time remaining in this video. Our society emphasizes retirement preparation like you would not believe. Everywhere you look, you see programs about getting your finances in order so that you can live satisfactorily in your later years without stress. There won't be as much money coming in, and you won't be able to afford a lot of things anymore. I agree with that. I think it is a good thing to be able to plan as much as possible what your cash is going to look like after that full-time job is no longer. But what I have not seen emphasizes as much is the mental and emotional preparation for aging. Facing the fact that after you are 50 years old, there will be physical limitations as to what you will be able to do, which will be even less than that by the time you turn 60, and a whole lot less when you turn 70. In that regard, I think I've been fortunate because of the way I have focused my attention on the aging process for myself, so that I'm less surprised when I find myself even more limited than I had been in the previous years in certain regards. I have reasonable health, and I'm able to take care of myself. I appreciate the blessings which have been bestowed upon me and never take any of them for granted. I have one child, a daughter, Nene. I have a son-in-law, Justin, and their one child, Jeremiah, who is 1.5 years old. I have a good relationship with my daughter and her family and believe they feel likewise. Sometimes, if I'm leaving their company and it is beyond a certain time of night, Nene will say to me, "Hey Dad, let me know when you get home." I don't mind her saying that to me. I'm okay with that. But I don't want her worrying about me unnecessarily, such that I'm not taking care of myself the way that I should. Such as her having to call me up to remind me about refilling a prescription or a doctor's appointment I forgot all about. Even thinking about it coming to that scares the living daylights out of me because of how it would take away from her living her life. But to say something simple like, "Let me know when you get home, okay?" I'm all right with that. In conclusion, I will add this, in keeping with the notion that my viewers expect me to tell it like it is. There is one aspect about growing old that is a surprise and a downright shock. And that has to do more with my peers than it does with me. Because there used to be a time when we would actually hang out together. We don't do that as much anymore, if at all. As we age, we retreat further and further into whatever makes up the world in which we live, which seems to shrink further with each passing day. We see each other mostly at funerals of others we know. We hardly ever get in our cars to simply go visit each other merely for the sake of doing it. We revel in the use of such phrases as "been there, done that." We say that in such a way as if past accomplishments are something to brag about. What I find the most amazing thing of it all is that we stop dreaming. In our younger days, many of us believed we could actually change the world. Yet somewhere along the way, we gave up on even thinking we could, which is unfortunate and kind of sad. But I guess it is what it is.